They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready!
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's looking deep once again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. And now they face 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Working quickly here. Love on 3rd and short. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Chargers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Set.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Hey, Ram.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. Buying some time right. He's got it near the 10. And he takes this down to the 10 before hitting the sideline. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Set.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Baylor Tiger. Ready.
Finds McConkey. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal.
Set. Home to troops right. Why did they...
The throw is caught. Touchdown, L.A. Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers grow their lead yet again. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime.
Here we go, set. Trap 60. Say, hey.
First down throw. Here's Love. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Jaden Reed, the intended target. So that brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Love now. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40. Love from the gun. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Thought he had a touchdown there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Love to throw again. And they pick him off again. Dante Jackson takes it away. Along the right sideline, there's space. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running
Yep.
the back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Dicker on now for the PAT. And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Love back to it after the pick. Escapes the pocket. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Chargers are going to take over after the interception. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
Even 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down. A play fake, now Herbert to throw. Finds his fullback. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
12. Set.
Harris gets in. Touchdown, L.A. The Chargers push their lead further to start the half. Najee Harris, the touchdown. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers continue adding on to that lead. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Come on. Set.
Handoff here to Jacobs. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Going to the ground again on first. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Going run again with Jacobs. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense up to the line fast. Pressure coming for Love. And they pick him off again. Benjamin St. Juste picks it off. And the Chargers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He was an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Crowd right. 5-9. Ready.
Play action now for Herbert. Flushed out of the pocket. Down the run right, throwing. This is caught inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Buying some time left. Intercepted in the end zone. Quay Walker in to pick it off. And the Packers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Go!
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's going to push one deep down the right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
18, tag.
A 2nd down throw here for Love. He's trying another one deep. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it. by adding all the extra yardage.
Well, say hello to the red zone after that big play, huh? As they get set for 1st and 10. Handoff running left, Jacobs. And he gets it down to the 13-yard line. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
And again, they stall him out at the line. He couldn't get it.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They'll run for it. Jacobs. And his short game gets them a new set of downs. Offense in the hurry up here.
3 yards. Dion Henley on the tackle.
This time it's a passing play. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. It's 2nd and goal.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
This is Jacobs running left. He'll get a couple, and now they face 3rd and goal from the 6.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Huh.
Throwing, Love. And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers parlay the interception into points. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers take 7 points off the deficit. On now is McManus to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Set. Set.
Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Hey, OB. Really?
Throwing on 1st is Herbert. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
380. Good. 21. Hey, Kappa. Ready.
Herbert now off the play fake. That's knocked away by a defender. Incomplete.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. No return on that punt. And the Packers are going to have a long football field ahead of them on this drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. Ready, go!
Here's Jacobs. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Let's go. Ready.
Jacobs with it. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down.
Set.
Love out of the shotgun. He's going deep. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Dante Jackson takes it away. And the Chargers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
Set. 59. Set.
Running behind center with Harris. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Set. 380. Grenade. Hey, ram. Set.
Trying to run in, Harris. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Thankful. Eight yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal.
5-9. Hey, Ray. Ready.
Trying it again with Harris. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Najee Harris, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers tack on 7 more to their lead.
Packers 14.
The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
1st down, and they go right back to him. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you could just see the body language. Little nod, little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Gets everything he has under this throw. He's got it deep downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Well, the offense wanted to spark, and he delivered a lightning bolt. Huge gain that totally changes the tone of this drive.
They'll run. Jacobs punches it in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Packers cut into the lead by another point. On now is McManus to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Set. Hey, go Lion. Go.
Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Harris once more. And a decent pickup. They're going to have it up at the 43 after that run. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes them to 3rd and 5.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Hey, Ray. Ready.
A 3rd down run with Harris. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. It's a 4-yard run. Wow, it leaves him just a yard short on 4th down. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And he got under this one, but it's going nowhere, almost straight up into the air. And the fair catch secured here at the 16. So no return on that punt. And they'll be backed up a good bit for this drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal. Go.
Love looking to pass. He's trying to go deep again. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Chargers have it once again after yet another interception.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
On the play fake, it's Herbert. Taken in by Harris. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Chargers close to beginning the year 4-0.
Set. 21. Set.
Harris will take it in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers are running them out of the building. Najee Harris, the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And they'll continue adding to their lead. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Ready? Ready, ready?
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Jaden Reed, the intended target. So it's second down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. Throwing his love on 3rd. Getting out to his left. And they pick him off again. Picked by Alohi Gilman. A pretty tough play for him to make right there, partner.
And such a fascination with these kind of plays today, Kate.
There is. Rolling that direction, but it is hard for him to deliver a pass at full power. I mean, my stomach's hurting just watching him try to get those hips around, and it is indeed picked off.
Because fundamentally, it's so unsound. It's why these passes will be underthrown, not having enough velo float in the air. You know, fun is in the fundamentals, right? It's the first 3 letters of fundamentals. It's fun because it leads to success. You take this kind of risk, well, it can blow up in your face as it did right there. I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
Home trips right. Go.
Staying on the ground with Harris. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Let's go. Baylor tight. Let's go. Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Set.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. He throws a bullet deep to the right. They connect on the deep shot. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. Dicker on now for the PAT. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. The Chargers kicking team is out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 19 tight, 19 tight. Hut, hut.
From the pistol, here's Love. Trying to push it deep downfield. Brought in inside the 20. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
If only every completion could get that kind of result. That's good enough to knock a defense flat on its back.
1st down throw, here's Love. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react.
And he's got it, so they'll pull a little ways back with a touchdown. The Packers putting up points in a game decided. Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers take 7 points off the deficit. On now is McManus to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. He'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times. So the Chargers take this one on the road. And their start to the season not cooling off by any means as they move to 4-0 on the year. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers as we say so long from Green Bay.